everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Running room could be hard to find in today's game. Both defenses are ranked in the top 10 in fewest rush yards allowed. It's the Chiefs going up against the Crusaders. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Larry, we haven't had NFL football in this city for 22 years, but football is back here in Los Angeles. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Crusaders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
They'll look to throw here. He's got the hook up with Conley. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Carlos Williams that time. And it's 3rd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll look to throw again. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Now, they'll get 16 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. So they're operating in the red zone. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Eric Berry's a textbook definition of ball-hawking safety. You name it, he can do it on the football field.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness.
Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
Dancing to, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9, from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at him.
In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
But Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
Gun now on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan. And
touchdown, their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the 1st quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down. Because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Chiefs now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And his throw here is incomplete. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. The play clock's running down. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Taylor. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, Rex Ryan will send in the field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Carpenter knocks it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
This one taken from the 7. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
They begin the drive with Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They come out here in the eye. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best.
Exactly.
Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what?
Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
So second and goal here from the 9. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage. But
no, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. And that 3-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the second quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's got time. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. First half showed us some pretty... good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect. But overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Wide open receiver complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. A group of Chiefs there to make the stop that time.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A nice hit jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up a fourth down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Play fake here on first down. He's got a man wide open. It's Macklin. They get 25 yards out of that one. Good enough for a Kansas City first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. They'll set up to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. 13 yards down to the 13.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
He'll look to throw. Caught here by Conley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So they don't get a touchdown here on this opening drive of the third quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll be a Los Angeles first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Taylor on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first. And
he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Looking to throw.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Let's go.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. This time Taylor will throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Returnable for Thomas. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And quickly, they get to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Macklin. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jeremy Macklin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So a 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loaded in the box in a big way.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what
Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Going right side here, and that's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. They go play action with Taylor. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is an...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Ohio, here we go.
Play action, it's Taylor. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And now here comes Kansas City.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side. Instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Red zone opportunity. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And tough starting field position here. After the interception, here's Taylor. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain, and it's 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dontari Poe coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is going to lose yardage here. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. The 4th quarter here. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. The big fella. A great read, and it's picked off. Oh, good hurdle. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And they're going to speed things up here. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here we go. Next round. Ohio. Come on, let's go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet.
While making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. 10 yards to go on 3rd. They'll set up to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Trying to lay one up deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Roby. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Watkins alone on the left side. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. 2nd and 10. It's Taylor again. He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. 4th quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Flush to his right. Time for a break. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
10 yards on the pickup there, and that leads to a Los Angeles 1st down.
Here we go.
Here's Taylor. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Taylor to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Past the 20. He got 29 yards that time. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Second down now after the pass completion. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the San Diego Chargers. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will be at home next week to take on. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Hard to admit that I used to draw. portraiture in a human form. Doodle of a two-headed unicorn. It was soothing. Moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and a muse from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No-name nuisance. Stews in a bedroom. Booze in a brand new cuneiform. Barely commune with the horde. Got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone out to the yap of the magpie. Unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross